Olá, boa tarde. Eu sou Penny. I am speaking in Portuguese because I'm studying Portuguese and I'm living in Portugal now, so I want to become fluent in conversational Portuguese at least by the end of the year. But I just wanted to do a sit down and chat because I haven't done one of those in a while, and to just chat. So I was a teacher for 21 years and I resigned from my teaching job last year at the end of the school year, and now I consider myself an early retiree. I also sold my house in the US. I've been here for 5 months now officially, but I am a resident because I started the process before I moved here officially. I am originally from Jamaica. I don't know if I've ever said that. I know I've said that I go to Jamaica all the time, but I'm originally from Jamaica. I left Jamaica when I was 17 and I lived in the US for 30 something years, and now I am living in Portugal. I resigned from my teaching job for health reasons, mostly chronic stress, and just I couldn't do it anymore. And also, I got my first job when I was 10 or 11. So I've been working for 40 years. I'm tired. A few of my friends have asked if I'm working here or no, I'm not working, and I don't plan to. My intention is not to have a job where I go clock in somewhere. I don't have any intentions of doing that. I've worked for 40 years, even in college. I had a track scholarship in college, and that was work. So I'm tired. I'm physically, and I'm exhausted from work. So no, I'm not working, and I don't plan to. If any work that I do will be on my own accord. So the money that I have now to start my new life in Portugal is from the sale of my house. I need to use it to buy property, and I also need to make sure that it lasts for the next 10 years. I will get a pension in 9 or 10 years. So there will be money coming in, and also qualify for Social Security, not for my teaching job, but because I lived in New York and I worked different jobs that I paid into Social Security. So I will also get some Social Security. So I want to talk about frugal living. I also want to talk about the way I want to live my life. I want to grow my own food. I started gardening in 2020, and it's something that I'd always wanted to do before I started in 2020. I've always wanted to garden, and I started in 2020 because I was working from home. And obviously, that's something that I want to do here. I want to grow most of my own food. I've shared videos also on my channel where I talk about preserving. I make my own sauerkraut and kimchi. I haven't shared a video on making kimchi, but I do like homemaking types of things. But there are plenty of videos on YouTube about that, so I won't be teaching homemaking things. I'll just be showing how I plan to live my life. Food is very, very important to me because I plan to use food as medicine to heal all of my ailments. I have a lot of ailments, and some of it obviously is due because I'm 51 now, postmenopausal. So there are lots of changes and scary things happening, but I am in that process of healing myself. So I've been on YouTube for 9 years, on and off. I just saw a thing come up I think in December. It's January 2025 now. I saw a thing come up saying, congratulations, your 9-year anniversary. But now that I have more time, one of my subscribers said, I hope you post more. So that's my intention, to post more. And I'm trying to figure out the types of things that I want to post. So the plan for me, I want to buy my own property. I started the property search in Portugal long before I moved here. There's one channel on YouTube. I paid for an inspection on that property, and I was going to buy the property, but I never didn't get to see it in person, and the neighbors made an offer and it was accepted. And I've had some really close calls here with property. Not close calls, some really close to buying places here in Portugal. And there's one place that I'm looking at right now, but it doesn't have any running water. And I'm trying to find out from the water company how much it'll cost to connect, to even get a water meter. Because I can't, I have a limited budget for housing. And also, like I said, because the money that I have from the sale of my house needs to last for 10 years. This was a property that I almost bought. And let's see. Is this, yeah. This was me dreaming, doing all of my daydreaming. It was lovely. But the guy decided not to sell anymore because I was asking a lot of questions that, from my research, I need to make sure that what I'm buying is what's being sold. And I don't think he was very happy with all of my questions and requests for documents, so that fell through. There's one property right now, and I believe I'm the only interested person. It's in bad shape, but the roof is not leaking. It has potential. And it's small enough because I am by myself. I do not want to buy property that is overwhelming for me, even property with land that's overwhelming. This one has a big piece of land, but I think I'll plant olive trees on the land and obviously fruit trees and things like that. But the house itself, it's not very big. And there is a section of the house where I can use for rental income later on after I get that part fixed up. But there's a bedroom and a living room and a kitchen. It's just a room because there's no water plumbed into the house. But I like the property because it has a courtyard. And I fell in love with those that have like a square shape and it has like a courtyard. So fingers crossed that I get that property. But in the meantime, I know it's a little bit romanticized on YouTube and on Instagram and on Pinterest, like living simply and, off grid. I do want to live off grid because I want to try. So I'm trying to see if I forgot anything. So in the meantime, as far as the direction of my channel goes, I'm just sharing my day-to-day life. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I am an introvert. And I like making videos where I'm not talking. But sometimes I will talk on here. Okay, you guys. Okay, Malta, you guys. That's all I have to say today. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ciao.